What's up, and welcome to I Am No Jedi podcast, episode 5. If you're watching the show and you have not subscribed yet, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps us out a ton if you can do that. I'm here, as always, with my co-host, Ava Lambert. On tonight's show, we're going to be doing our draft as normal. We got a cool draft lined up here. We're also going to be tier ranking non-Force users. And then we're going to do a ranking of our underrated characters. Let's go ahead and jump right into the show. All right, as I mentioned, we're going to be drafting tonight, and we're going to be doing best sidekicks. Let me go ahead and get the drop.
Attention, everyone. Let's mock draft.
All right, Ava, you get the 101 tonight.
I do?
You do.
So I get a start?
You get to start. You get the first
I feel
pick.
like this was definitely on your list, and you're definitely going to get mad at me for picking it. But I'm going to start with Chewbacca.
Chewbacca is definitely a good one. Why Chewbacca at number 1? Why do you think he's your first pick?
I don't know. He's just like iconic, and he's really good at what he does. I don't know. He's just... Yeah,
Chewbacca's definitely a good one. I did have another one that I thought you were going to go with. He's kind of, when I think of sidekicks in Star Wars, he is like the sidekick. He is designed and built to be a sidekick.
Wait, is this who I think it is?
I'm going to go with R2-D2.
Dang it.
That's who I thought you were going to go with at first. But yeah, I mean, he's literally designed to be a sidekick, right? That's his whole job in life, is to be a sidekick, to ride in the back of the X-Wing. And, you know, obviously he follows Anakin around, and then he follows Luke Skywalker around. So R2-D2 is definitely it's my 101. And then my next one I'm going to stick with the same theme with droids. And if you watched Rebels, I'm going with
no, because
Chopper.
You're picking all of my picks. How dare you?
You had the first pick.
How dare you?
Jamie's in the chat. So Jamie, tonight we're drafting Star Wars sidekicks, the best sidekicks. She took Chewbacca with her 101, and I just went R2-D2, and I took Chopper from Rebels.
I'm mad at you now. I'm mad at you.
I thought for sure you'd go at least one of those two with your 101 pick, but you went Chewbacca instead. So, all right, you got 2 picks now, your second and third round pick.
Okay, I don't know. Like, this is kind of a random one, but I feel like if you just hear me out, it'll make sense. I'm going to go with Ahsoka, because in Clone Wars, she was technically Anakin's sidekick, being his Padawan. So I feel like that still counts, and she's absolutely a baddie, so I feel like that's a yes.
Yeah, that was definitely on my list. I wasn't quite sure if she could fall in the sidekick range, but you're right. During Clone Wars, she totally was a sidekick, and that's, that was for a long time. So yes, I'll give you that one. And you get the back-to-back here. So you get your third round pick too.
Okay, I don't know if you guys remember him, because he's not very well known, but I have a thing for unpopular characters. So AZ, he's one of the droids from Kamino that he helped Fives and then helped Omega, and Omega saved him when like the Kamino was being like destroyed. Spoiler. But I feel like he was really helpful multiple times, and he also is like a medic droid, so I feel like that would help. I don't know.
Nope, that's a good one. I like that one. All right, I'm gonna go with another one that I don't know if you thought of this one or not as being a sidekick, and I know you're probably gonna be upset when I pick him. But it's a him.
Okay.
We didn't know his name for most of his character on screen. He was just called Baby Yoda.
Oh my God, I haven't.
So I'm going with Grogu as my next sidekick.
I'm so mad at you. You're picking literally everyone I have on my list. I'm gonna run out of characters.
Yeah. So that is my next pick, and then I get the back-to-back, and I'm having a tough time picking my next one, but I think I will take I'll take Commander Cody, one of the clones.
Okay, so that's not exactly what I was gonna do, but
yeah, obviously he was a sidekick during the Clone Wars, and so I'll go Commander Cody. So far I got R2-D2, I got Chopper, I got Grogu, and I have Commander Cody, one of the clones. All right.
So
these are your last 2 picks.
I don't know. I just put any clone because I feel like literally any of them could be useful because they all have like their different specialties and stuff. So I feel like literally any clone would be a good sidekick.
So you're just taking the whole
Like
clone
literally
army.
anyone. Well, minus Cody because you already took him.
It's luckily we're not doing like a head-to-head battle because I would have just lost because the Clone War would have overwhelmed my little droids.
And then my final one, I don't know if you would have considered her, but I'm gonna pick Ventress because she used to be Dooku's sidekick.
You're right.
And she never had a time period where she wasn't good at what she did. So I feel like she still counts. She may have lost, yes, in the Clone Wars, but she still came close a lot of times. So I feel like that still counts.
Yep.
So.
All right. So recap your
I have Chewbacca, AZ, Ahsoka, and Ventress, I think.
And then you get one more. Oh, and the whole clone army.
Yeah, and the whole clone army.
The entire clone army.
Well, minus Cody because you have him.
All right, so I get the last pick here, and I see Jamie in the chat with BB-8. I don't mind BB-8. He just didn't really do a whole lot. I mean, he was like the cute little droid in that one, and he kind of just faded off. He's not bad though. He's not a bad choice. I'm gonna go with wow. I had one in my head, and then I lost it when I was recapping your list. Oh, I know who I'm going to go with.
Oh, no.
Since you took Asajj Ventress as your sidekick, because she was a sidekick of Dooku, I'm going to go with...
Okay, so what do I think you're going to do?
Darth Maul, the sidekick of Emperor Palpatine.
I thought you were going to pick Dooku.
No, I wouldn't pick Dooku. Darth Maul. I pick Darth Maul in pretty much every draft that I can possibly get him. So
honestly, yeah, you do.
Yep.
Then again, I always pick Ahsoka too, so I feel like I can't really be talking.
Yep, I try to fit him in at all times. All right, that wraps up our draft. We are going to be doing some tier rankings now. Let me go ahead and bring up the screen here. Hopefully you can see that on screen there. So obviously we have the S tier and then A through F, and we have a ton of non-Force users. We will not get to all of them tonight, but we're going to be doing as many as we can and ranking them sort of in order of how we like them, with a little bit of mixed in of their importance to the overall story. But for the most part, just the ones that we like. All right, so Ava, the first one we have on this list here is... Thrawn, yes.
I have some opinions.
Admiral Thrawn, of course, from the Rebels, and if you watch the Ahsoka live action, he was also the bad guy in there as well. So where are we putting Thrawn here? I mean,
he's a really great villain and a really cool character, but for like what he did, that's the only reason I don't like him, but he's not a bad character. He's honestly really cool. So I feel like I can't put him low, but I don't feel like he deserves to be extremely high.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if he goes into S tier, only because one, the shows that he was in weren't quite as popular as like the mainstream.
Yeah,
he was never in any of the movies.
He should have been in more stuff because he's awesome.
Yeah, he's a great character. And you definitely hate him in the Rebels when you're watching.
You hate him, but like he's like cool, like
yeah,
kind of like you have like Darth Maul, like
yep,
he's cool, but like stop being good at what you do.
What are we thinking? A tier?
Yeah, an A or B, I'd say.
Yeah, let's put him in the A tier. I think he's an A tier. So then we got right behind him is Grand Moff Tarkin, another really evil non-Force user.
Oh,
but that's what makes a good villain, is if you don't like him. If he's someone you don't really hate.
You have a thing for villains, though.
I do kind of have a thing for villains, for sure. So where are we putting Moff Tarkin? I mean, he is definitely super important to the story.
He's really important.
Even in in the original series, A New Hope, he is one of the few people that can actually order around Darth Vader, because he actually outranked Darth Vader and was able to actually tell Darth Vader what to do. So I think that right there puts him in at least A tier. Do we put him in the S? You gotta.
I don't want to. I don't like him at all. And he was so annoying in Clone Wars because he kept hating on every single person that wasn't Anakin.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he has to go S. I think you gotta put him in the S tier.
He's iconic, but
he is
I
definitely
hate
iconic.
him so much.
All right, so Ava maybe put some of the clones mixed in here. So we have Gregor, one of her favorite clones, obviously.
I don't have a favorite clone. How dare you? I love them all.
So I'll let you rank Gregor because he had a really big part in.
He was in
Bad
Clone
Batch.
Wars, Bad Batch, and Rebels.
Yep.
That's hard to do because most of the clones died. So he survived. He survived the Clone Wars, being exploded, being shot, and then he just died because, well, he got shot, but he was old. So, like, that's impressive. I feel like that should rank him pretty high. Like, he literally survived a massive explosion. That's pretty crazy.
Pretty impressive. So we put him in the B tier, A tier?
A or B, I'd say.
Let's go with the B tier. We haven't put anybody in the B tier yet. We'll take Gregor in the B tier.
I love him.
All right, next one. We got a pretty major character here. We got Hera Syndulla, obviously from Rebels, and then of course she was in the Ahsoka series as well.
And Bad Batch.
And Bad Batch.
The photo's actually from Bad Batch. She was a child.
You're right. Right. All right, so Hera Syndulla, where are we ranking her?
She's iconic. I mean, she's awesome.
She is pretty awesome, of course.
And she comes from an awesome family line, too, because her dad was also iconic, especially in Clone Wars. So I feel like she's a pretty well-loved character. I haven't seen anyone really hate on her, which is saying something, because for some reason Rebels gets so much hate for no reason.
And her son is Force sensitive.
Yeah.
Obviously the
and a hybrid, which you don't see a lot of that in Clone Wars.
This is true. So where are we putting her?
I would say an A or B again. She's a pretty great character.
Yeah, I think we'll put her in A, right next to her nemesis Thrawn.
That's ironic.
Let's see. We got some chats in here. Jamie's saying the best clone, hands down, is Rex, and I tend to agree.
That's definitely
for sure.
I just cannot choose. So, but he's definitely.
This is Alice. She loves Hera. Best Star Wars mom in her opinion.
Definitely, I agree with that.
I don't know. I think Leia might be up there too.
Leia?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Padme too.
Padme, of course. Yeah, I mean, without Padme, there's no
way.
Leia. All right. Next up, we have Val. Val is from the series Andor. She was one of the main characters. Kind of a rich kid that joined the rebellion.
Yeah.
She didn't have to. She could have just stayed in her little cush life and lived.
She is Mon Mothma's cousin, right?
Cousin, yes.
Yeah. I like her as a character. She's really cool, but I don't know if she's like iconic because unless you watch Andor, you wouldn't know who that is.
Agreed.
Because she's not shown in literally anything else. But she is a really great character, so I feel like we can't rank her too low.
People probably put her at a C.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, I think C. C is a good range for her. All right. Then we have, isn't this one of your friend's favorite characters, the Armorer?
Yes, Tillman, if you're watching, your favorite character.
So the Armorer, of course, is from the Mandalorian show. Obviously, we never see her face. I don't think she ever shows her face, right?
No, I don't think so, no.
But obviously, she's, the underground Mandalorians, and she's sort of like I don't know if I call her the leader, essentially, but she kind of is. She's the one that makes their armor and their weapons. So where are we putting the armor, you think, here?
I feel like she's another iconic one, but once again, she's really only done one thing. But I feel like, once again, we can't rank her too low because she's not a bad character at all.
Yeah.
Also, when she made Grogu little armor, like that was
that was pretty
so
impressive.
cute.
Yeah. Yep.
I would say a B or C again.
Yeah, I think
good character, but not as well known.
I'll put her at C. Yeah, I'll put her at C. All right, so this one, Ava had me put it in because she just likes this. It's not really even a character. It's more like a monster or creature. It's the Zillo Beast.
Oh my god, I love the Zillo Beast. Okay, but the Zillo Beast was targeting Emperor Palpatine in Clone Wars. If you notice that, if they didn't kill the Zillo Beast, literally so much wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Because the Zillo Beast could literally eat him whole.
For those that don't know what the Zillo Beast is, it was sort of a creature that lived in lightning, or did he utilize light, right?
He ate electricity.
Yeah, he ate electricity.
He eats electricity, and then he grows larger,
Yeah, and they tried to essentially steal that power. They were trying to clone that power.
They did clone him because he came back in Bad Batch.
That's right. Yep.
And then Omega let it free, and then it literally consumed
a
lot.
So where are we putting the Zillo Beast here? I don't think they can go. He can go as high as a C. I think he's probably a D character.
Fine. I mean, I guess that's valid because it's more of a creature, like you said.
Yeah.
But good character, good concept too.
All right. Let's see. Next one is Jabba the Hutt. Yes, Jabba the Hutt is iconic.
He is very annoying, though. I will say he's very annoying.
He is very annoying, and his part in the whole movie was sort of secondary. You know, I don't see he didn't have. I mean, he had obviously in Return to the Jedi. You know, he had captured Han. Well,
I guess I see what you're saying by secondary.
Yeah, like it really didn't have anything to do with the main storyline. It was more about the bounty. Boba Fett captured Han and brought him to Jabba the Hutt's.
But it has nothing to do with
had nothing to do with the main story. Like that, they could have cut that out, and everything would have been perfectly normal. Like it would just been like, oh, we saved Han, done. You know what I mean? It just became so. In that sense, I don't know how high he needs to go. He is iconic. Obviously, everybody knows who Jabba the Hutt is. But
Star Wars fan or not,
Star Wars fan or not, everybody knows who Jabba the Hutt is. So I think probably a B or C.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We'll put him at a B. He's a B character. All right. Next up, we got Jyn Erso, of course, from
Rogue One.
Rogue One, thank you. Obviously, the main character in Rogue One. We don't see her too much in Andor. I don't think we see her at all.
Yeah, we don't. We she's mentioned, but we never really see. Well, it's more for Dad anyway.
Yeah,
because they didn't really know much about her, but she's a baby. But
so Jyn Erso obviously was the one who helped Cassian Andor get the blueprints to the Death Star, which then sets off A New Hope and the whole destroying the first Death Star. Pretty important character. Was essentially raised, I believe, by Saw Gerrera, right? Because he was the one that found her in the hole, and
she was like a baby, and
essentially raised.
Dad was kidnapped to build the Death Star, and her mom was killed, so she basically was raised by Saw.
So where are we putting Jyn Erso here?
Once again, great character, was shown once, and then she literally died.
Yep, at the end.
So
spoiler alert if you haven't seen Rogue One.
Yeah.
What do you think? B? We going next to what Jabba the Hutt and Gregor?
Oh, Alice says, I can't get over Ezra trying to pretend to be Jabba the Hutt.
Yes.
That's iconic. If you've watched Rebels, that's one of the biggest memes.
Yes, it is. For
sure. Icon.
Yeah. All right, so Jyn Erso, put her at a B?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put her at the B tier.
So, I'm sorry, Topin. I know you love the Mandalorians. He's mad at us for putting the armorer so low.
Yeah, she's a C tier. All right, Cad Bane. You know my
icon.
Yeah, you know my affinity.
Absolute icon.
I love Cad Bane.
Probably one of the best bounty hunters to exist.
I wish they hadn't killed him off in the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
There's some rumors that he didn't actually die.
Yeah.
We'll see if that actually comes to fruition or not. But yeah, Cad Bane, especially in the animated series, he was pretty badass. But I don't know if he's S tier. You think he's S tier at this point?
Yeah.
You think he's S tier?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put.
He may not be in any of the movies or anything, but he's icon.
Yeah, he's for sure. All right. Then we got Bail Organa is our next non-Force user.
Another icon, but though he was showed in many of things, we don't see him that much.
Yeah, and he kind of did everything in the background. He didn't really.
Yeah, we know he's helping, but we don't really see it.
Yeah, it's all political for him. Obviously, he's also the one who raised Leia.
Yeah.
But again, we don't really see that whole arc. So I can't put him at the S tier. I'm thinking another B tier character.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put him at the B tier. All right. Going back to Andor now, we have Bix. I know it's kind of hard to see on my screen there. I wish I can get rid of the graphic.
awesome. I mean,
Yeah, Bix,
she's like absolute baddie. She's an icon.
and she has one of the best scenes in Andor when they finally get to that doctor that
They
tortured
explode
her, and
him.
they're walking away, and the building in the background just blows up. One of the coolest scenes.
That's like iconic. Like
Yep.
once you watch Andor, like that's just like implanted into your brain.
Yeah, absolutely. So, where are we putting Bix here?
She's only showed in Andor because remember, spoiler, she leaves the planet, and lives life on her own with B and her child. So, I don't feel like she could be that high, but like not that low, like kind of like in the middle-ish.
So C.
Yeah, that's good.
I think she's a C tier. All right, C-3PO. He is very annoying, but he made
awesome, but he's so annoying.
He's made an appearance in pretty much every movie except I think the Han Solo movie.
Yeah, I don't think he was in Solo, but
he was not. He was in every single other movie though. Obviously been into the animated series as well.
Yeah,
been through the whole trilogy, everything. He's been through it all, and been annoying in pretty much all of them. I liked him when he was evil, when his eyes turned red in the sequels. That
was cool.
He was much cooler then, but yeah. But I do think he's an important character. I think he has to go S tier. Right? I mean, he is. He was the droids they were looking for, and had they found those droids, there would be no Star Wars.
Yep. Hello, Cameron.
Oh, got Cameron in here now too. All right. Now we're up to Moff Gideon. Which is
awesome villain, great story. But as I say, for basically all those characters, he was shown in one show.
Yep.
And then we never see him again.
Yep.
I don't want to put him low because he's not a bad character. He's a great villain. But like I can't put him that high because he's not that well known.
Yeah, so let's look at the other villains on the list here. So he's definitely not in the Grand Moff Tarkin range.
Yeah.
Is he at the Grand Admiral Thrawn range in the A tier? Are we thinking he's more of a Jabba the Hutt type villain? Like B tier.
Like he's got Thrawn's coolness, but he's not that important plot-wise because he was only important in Mandalorian because like the rest of his story has absolutely nothing to do with the rest of Star Wars.
Yep, and he was really just all about getting Grogu and
so I feel like he will go along with Jabba the Hutt because what you said, like he's like a secondary.
Yeah.
So I feel like that.
Yep, I think he's going to B tier.
Yeah.
All right. Padme Amidala is next.
Yes. That's all I have to say is just yes.
Yeah, she has to be S tier, right? I mean,
like I don't care if she's dead because she was always awesome and will always be awesome.
Yeah, and
she was a great mom, great wife, great senator, great character.
And if you only watch the movies, you really don't know what her impact really was. You have to watch the Clone Wars to really get what her impact was. So she had a very large impact on everything. Obviously, the mother of Luke and Leia. So I mean, there's that. She's a very important piece to the story for sure. But yeah, she had a very large part in Rebels, and she's definitely S tier, no doubt about it.
Yep.
All right, next up we have Hunter, but Hunter is representing the entire Bad Batch.
Yeah,
so
we couldn't put every single one of them.
Yeah, we couldn't put every single one of them. So the entire Bad Batch, which honestly, if you were to just take, the importance of the stories and just enjoy the animated series as it is, I think Bad Batch is the most well written of all the animated.
It's also really well animated.
Yes,
because Clone Wars, it was made like in I think 2008, so it progressively got better animation and art wise, but it started out a little rough. And for some reason, people hate on Rebels animation. I didn't think it was that bad, but I don't know. But I think Bad Batch was one of the greatest Star Wars shows to exist. It's like, unless you watch Clone Wars, it wouldn't make that much sense. But it was amazing. Like, I would watch that 10,000 times and look at it the same.
Yeah. It's a very, very good series for sure.
And the characters were so well written. It was amazing. I think that he deserves to be pretty high up there. Like, all the Bad Batch, they're awesome.
Yeah, and I agree. Who is this? Jawa Enjoyer.
Tillman.
He says A or higher for the Bad Batch, and I
agree.
I tend to agree. Are we putting him S? Or are we going with A?
I mean, he is representing every single one of the Bad Batch members, and I would say that they all place an S tier. But I'm also just a nerd, so I don't know. I would say S tier. Honestly, I'm gonna say S tier.
All right, we'll put him at S tier. And Kyle on here is not a fan of Bad Batch. I don't know why he didn't like it, but he says he did not like Bad Batch for some reason. Sorry to burst your bubble, but yeah, I really think Bad Batch was the best of the animated series.
Yeah.
Again, not going to the importance of the Star Wars story. Obviously, I think Clone Wars was probably the most important of the Star Wars story and the lore.
Rebels also had a big impact.
Rebels was pretty big too, but
everyone says it wasn't, but it was definitely important.
But Bad Batch, I think the story was really good, and the way they kind of did all the animation and they set the characters up, and when I'm not going to spoil it, but there was a death in there that you really felt.
Yeah, like
did not see it coming.
Me and Tillman have agreed that was the saddest death in Star Wars, and I think that makes sense.
All right, now we're up to Fennec Shan.
Icon.
Just a really side note on this, because I did not know this.
This is crazy.
There was a meme that had come out, and it was showing like Bo-Katan and Fennec Shan and like how they aged from the animated series until this one, and then they compared like Obi-Wan and how he aged and how much older he looked. But then I went and actually looked up Fennec Shan's age, and her age when she did Boba Fett, she was 61 years old. Like it blew my mind. It was just like I could not imagine that she was 61. I would have guessed like late 30s for sure. But
yeah.
So she not only aged well in the Star Wars universe, she aged well in real life as well. But crazy. Side note aside, where are we putting Fennec Shan here? She was
she isn't very well known. Whether you've watched the series like Bad Batch, and Boba Fett. She isn't very well known, but like she's a really great character. Probably one of the like up with Cad Bane, like being one of the best bounty hunters. But I don't know if I can put her that high because she's not well known.
Yeah, and I think in as much as I liked the Mandalorian mixed into the Boba Fett, I didn't really love her character in there. I liked her as an animated character better.
Yeah,
she was sort of boring. Like she didn't really have any personality in the live action. So I'm putting her with the Zilla Beast at D.
Yeah,
agreed.
Once again, great character, but she's just not.
All right, we're up to my 101 of sidekicks. If you watched the beginning of the show, we did sidekicks. This was my top pick. R2-D2.
Icon.
I mean, he has to be S tier, right?
He has to be S tier. Like, I don't even think we need to say anything.
Yeah, I think
he's awesome. I mean,
yeah, especially if we put 3PO.
Yeah, C-3PO's up there.
Yeah.
Then we definitely need to put R2 because no offense to C-3PO, but R2 is definitely way better than him.
So. Yeah, 100%. All right, we can only do a couple more here because I do want to get to our other ranking. Let's do. Here. I'll let you pick one. We've got Lando. We got Han Solo. We have Din Djarin. We have General Grievous. Which one do you want to do next?
Well, we also have Rex on there.
You want to do Rex?
Yes. Icon. Right. Once again.
So are we going with the S tier for Rex?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I think he's
he
very important to the story.
Fun fact: he was actually in the original trilogy before they even know he existed. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like that's kind of crazy.
When they had to go back and say, "Oh yeah, that was Rex," after the fact to say that he was in the original trilogy, then
that person did look like Rex. So I feel like that's kind of crazy.
It is,
but yeah, I mean, he existed before they knew he existed. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, Rex is definitely S tier for me, and I'll pick one more that I'll do here. I'm gonna take. I'm going to go with General Grievous. So I've said this before on the show, but when I first watched the original prequels, General Grievous and Count Dooku, for that matter, were sort of unknown to me because I didn't read the comic books.
Yeah, they were really confusing.
And they kind of just came out of nowhere, but you didn't really appreciate them until you watched Clone Wars, which kind of gave you some backstory. You find out where he got all those lightsabers. He got them from essentially killing Jedi.
Being a mass murderer.
Yeah, so he was a little bit more of a badass in Clone Wars than he was in the trilogy and the prequels So I think I'm going to put him in the same tier as Thrawn, and I'm going to give him an A tier.
People are saying that there should be an R tier above the S for R2. That's honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that's I like that, Kyle. Good stuff. All right. And then what did Kyle say about the original trilogy? Yeah, so if you watched Return of the Jedi, there's actually one still. If you look for it on Google, there's a still of them where they're all standing next to the base that they
Yeah,
infiltrate.
they're on, I think, the Battle of Endor, right?
Yeah, the Battle of Endor, and it's got, obviously Han Solo is there. I think Leia's there, but there's one character that kind of looks like Rex, and they've since gone back to say, yeah, that was Rex, even though back
they didn't know who they were.
Then they hadn't even created Rex yet, but they did go back and sort of confirm that that was him. So you can check that out. I'm sure you can find it on Google for sure. All right, so that wraps up our tier rankings. We did have one more ranking to finish the show out. We both have a top 5 underrated characters.
Okay, so I have a thing for underrated characters, and I thought this was going to be so easy. I was struggling. I was like, I don't even know who to pick. But I ended up doing it, so it's okay.
All right, let's hear your list first. Go from 5 to 1.
I'm going first again.
Yep.
So 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
From 5 to 1.
Okay. So at my 5th place, you will only know who this is if you've watched Skeleton Crew. She's my favorite character in Skeleton Crew. I gotta say, KB. I love like the half droid kind of thing to her. Like she had like some sort of accident, and like they had to like do that to like keep her alive. I think that was so cool. Like the only really half droid character we saw before was like General Grievous, but he was more droid than human.
It's true, yeah.
Or well, not really human, but living being. So I think she's on there, and then
that's one we don't ever talk about that much. We should do something on that show. We haven't.
Skeleton Crew, yeah. I always like. We always like forget about it.
It was so better than I expected because
I was like, this is gonna be weird. Like this doesn't even look like Star Wars. I watched it and my life changed. Like I was like, that's so cool. Like because it was like different than like it didn't like have to do with the main story, but I thought it was really cool. Another random character. We have B in 4th place. A droid.
Yeah, good call.
Not a very well known character whatsoever, but I love him so much. He's just amazing. He's the red stuttering droid from Andor, in case you didn't know. Another very not well known character. In 3rd place, I have Emery from Bad Batch. She was one of the female clones. I just thought that she was really cool, and to have like another female clone other than Omega, I thought was also cool, and like how she was there to save like the kids and stuff, and how she ended up going with the Bad Batch onto what was the planet called? I don't remember, but the planet, the tropical island one. I don't know. I thought she was a pretty well done character. She just needed more screen time.
Yeah.
In 2nd place, she's kind of well known, kind of not. Senator Chuchi. I forgot her first name's like Ryu. I don't know. I can't pronounce it, but she stood up for the clones in Bad Batch. She was a great character in Clone Wars as well. I feel like her like character was really well made, and I liked how like she had a relationship to like Rex and the other clones. I don't know. I just think she's a really good character.
Yeah, she was fighting for the clones' rights after they were pretty much decommissioned from the Empire, and
then Palpatine twisted her words to make it different.
Palpatine did Palpatine things.
Yeah, that. Great way to put it. In 1st place, we just recently finished the show because we never finished it before because my mom didn't want to watch it. I have Jackie from Acolyte.
Very good point.
I really liked her. I don't know. I know, like, spoiler alert, she died, but, like, honestly, I really wish they didn't do that because she was a really cool character, and she fought probably the best against
the stranger is what they called him.
Yeah, Quirant, I don't know, whatever his name was.
Because I mean, he basically went through the other ones like butter. There was like 3 or 4,
and they're like grown adults, masters, and then some apprentice just like fought him like it was nothing. Yep. So I think she was a really cool character, and we really never see anyone else of her species. And
we don't know what her species is.
Her species looks really cool. I don't know. I thought she was a great character. So Yeah, that's what I have.
That's
for
your 5?
my 5.
Okay. All right. So my 5, I'm going to kick it off with someone we talked about, I think, on our first episode. But Satine. Satine.
Oh my god, yes. I love her.
Yeah, rumored to be. Oh, obviously, her and Obi-Wan had a thing that was sort of hidden,
Yeah.
but then rumored to had a son that we talked about on the first episode.
Was it the first episode that we did the fan theory? I thought it was like the second or
maybe
third.
Maybe a second or third. It was definitely, we talked about it at some point with Obi-Wan, potentially having a son. So she's definitely underrated. I'm going with Agent Kallus as my number 4.
Alice, if you hear this, I know you're streaming.
Yeah, so Agent Kallus obviously started off as being the bad guy in Rebels, and then eventually he kind of flipped and became a rebel himself. And for some reason ended up being more likable once he became a rebel, because in the beginning you really didn't like him at all, because he was the one after the rebels all the time.
The rebels must have trained him too, because he was awful at his job until they joined the rebellion.
And then my number 3, I'm going with Asajj Ventress.
Another icon.
I don't think she's appreciated as much. I mean, she kind of has done a little bit of everything, right? She was the apprentice to Dooku. She was essentially going to be a Sith. And then she became a bounty hunter for a while.
She was a witch.
She was with the, what do they call them? The Night Sisters.
Yeah, the Night Sisters of Dathomir.
So, and then, even at the end, like, she earns the respect of the Jedi. She was kind of a very important character to, for all that she did. And then my number 2 character, and I lost my list here. Oh, Plo Koon.
Yes, I love Plo Koon so much.
Ahsoka wouldn't exist without Plo Koon.
Yeah.
Plo Koon was the one that brought Ahsoka to the Jedi Order. And
Order 60, like if you watch the one with our what ifs, Order 66 would be so different. Bad Batch would be so different. Anakin would be different. Like, if it wasn't for him getting Ahsoka, like, the story would have altered, like, drastically.
100%, yeah. And I don't think he was given his proper his screen time. I think he's one of my more favorite characters. He seems like his persona was like he was way more intelligent than everybody else in the room, just the way he carried himself. So Plo Koon was my number 2.
One of the best space dads, I will say. He's definitely one of the best space dads to exist. Changed my mind.
And then my final one is I lost my list.
Why do you keep doing that?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. My final one is Kanan Jarrus. Again, another Jedi that I wish we had gotten a little bit more backstory on. He's only in Rebels essentially. He's a small piece in was it in Bad Batch that he was in?
Technically, we see him many times, but the only time we see him other than Bad Batch is a hologram.
Yeah.
But technically, he was in a lot of things just as a hologram. But yes, he was also in Bad Batch as Caleb Doom. Yeah, Caleb Doom.
Yes. So yeah, Kanan Jarrus, his whole story arc was really cool. Obviously, him and Harrison Dula ended up having a son. If you watch the live action
and
Ahsoka,
he's adorable.
His name is Jason.
He was actually in the end of Rebels as well, just like very briefly.
Yeah. So that is my top 5 of underrated characters.
Have you heard of the Jawa and the motivational speech? I'm scared.
Yeah, I have not heard of that one. Sorry.
What is that?
At least Kyle.
It's a Jawa joke. So what is the joke?
Kyle agrees with me. Plo Koon is a boss for sure.
This one has a bad motivator.
I don't know what he's going on about.
I don't know either.
And what did Kyle say? To be fair, only one of them is in the series of movies. That's Scorch from Bad Batch. And let's see, is there any other comments there? Oh, there's. She loves Kallus.
She hasn't even met him yet.
All right. That wraps up the show for tonight. I want to thank you all for joining us. Thank you for blowing up the chat and keeping things interesting over there. That was our tier ranking, non-Force users. I know someone said that the resolution was pretty bad on the tier ranking, but I will be putting out some YouTube shorts, so you'll be able to see those a little bit clearer, because I can crop it and make it look a little bit better, so you can go back and watch those. They'll be released probably throughout the week. I'll probably release the first one on Saturday, and then one each day after that, so you can go back and watch that. But other than that, Ava, you have any closing words for anybody out there?
I don't think so. I think we basically wrapped up everything.
All right, and we're trying to do these every other week, so we'll take next week off, and then we'll try to do one the following week. We're trying to do them on Thursday. We did it on Friday today because yesterday we went to West Virginia and we're at a lake amusement park essentially, so it was pretty cool. But
it was awesome. But...
we were exhausted last night and couldn't do a podcast, so we postponed it till tonight. So we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. So for Ava, I'm Geoff, and we will see y'all next time.